Sing, O muse of Tithonus, the mortal prince, whose fleeting life stirred the dawn's eternal heart. In the halls of men, he strode with beauty bright, a flower that drank the dew of fleeting days. Yet his destiny lay not among mortals, for Eos, goddess of the rosy dawn, beheld him, and her heart was pierced with desire. She, who rode the chariot of light and scattered stars, longed to clasp him to her immortal breast. But what union may last between those who die and those who do not? Love bridged the divide, yet its pillars rested upon fragile earth. Eos, immortal and unchanging, knew that time would claim her beloved. His beauty withered, his laughter stilled. Thus she sought to defy the gulf of mortality and prayed to Zeus, the cloud-gatherer, to grant Tithonus eternal life. A fragile thread, the mortal bond, a yearning gaze to skies beyond, where love and death entwine their lace, desire dares the fleeting race. To love what fades, a tender art, yet mortal joys must pierce the heart. Eternal seeks the fleeting's glow, but time will reap what earth must sow. With her golden arms uplifted, Eos spoke before the thundering throne. O Zeus, great father of gods and men, grant my beloved life unending, that I may never taste the sorrow of his passing. Zeus, who governs fate with a hand both just and unyielding, granted her prayer with a nod. Yet in his divine detachment he withheld eternal youth, for the whims of immortals often fail to see the breadth of consequence. Thus Tithonus rose beyond the reach of death, his breath no longer measured by the turning of the sun. For a time, joy reigned. The lovers wove their days in bliss, unburdened by the looming shadow of mortality. Yet beneath their happiness lay an unseen fault, a flaw planted by Zeus's indifferent hand. The heavens stirred with mortal plea, yet gods saw not mortality. A timeless gift, a flaw concealed, immortal love its fate revealed. What hands divine withhold the knife, yet do not grant unyielding life? Desire burns, the gods relent, but what is given was never meant. As the years unfurled, the gift turned sour. Tithonus, though immortal, began to age. His once proud frame bent beneath the weight of years. His voice, once strong as a clarion call, grew thin and reedy. Time, that relentless tide, flowed onward, though it could not drown him. He endured, but he diminished, a flickering ember of the man he had been. Eos watched in anguish as her beloved faded. She, untouched by the years, remained radiant, while Tithonus withered like a leaf, clinging stubbornly to the branch in winter's chill. Immortality had spared him death, but delivered him to decay, a cruel paradox that mocked her love. No death, no peace, no end, no ease, the years grow long, they do not cease. A gift undone by cruel design, eternal breath, but stolen time. The mortal form, it bends and fades, yet cannot rest in death's embrace. An ember dimmed, a shadow cast, immortal grief becomes its past. Eos, who had sought to preserve him, now grieved the consequence of her wish. Her immortal heart, vast as the heavens, brimmed with sorrow. "Beloved," she whispered, her tears mingling with the first light of day, "I cannot undo what has been wrought, but I cannot bear to see you thus." With divine compassion she sought a solution beyond mortal reckoning. In her sorrow she transformed him into a cicada, a creature small and unassuming, yet eternal in its voice. No longer would Tithonus bear the burden of human frailty, but in his new form he would sing forever beneath the sun's warm gaze. With tears of light the dawn unweaves the thread of sorrow immortals grieve. A love that sought to halt decay must find its voice another way. What mercy can the goddess give? A fragile form, yet song to live. No burdened flesh, no withered pain, in Cicada's hymn love shall remain. Now in the heat of summer the cicada sings. Its voice rises like a hymn to the dawn, a reminder of Tithonus's transformation. The rhythms of nature echo his tale, the cycles of silence and song, death and rebirth. Tithonus, no longer bound by human suffering, endures as a presence eternal and resonant, his song a melody of love and loss. Eos, the dawn-bringer, listens each morning as she rides her chariot across the heavens. The song is her solace and her sorrow, a bittersweet harmony that binds her immortal heart to the memory of her beloved. Thus, the story finds its resolution in the interplay of love, time, and transformation, a tale of longing that persists like the cicada's eternal song. Now summer sings the twilight's name, a whisper wrought of joy and pain. The cicada's voice, eternal rings, a memory bound to dawn's bright wings. O lovers who would death defy, beware the bargain of the sky, for love endures in fleeting breath, yet learns its grace in facing death.